Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received, and the translation of that message reads like this. Have you ever been in a Ford Mustang? Brother Nashey, I doubt if you have ever been in one. If you had ever been in one, you will know that people, we are different, and you will never say that being a ritualist it is a bad thing, because you have no taste of the great things in life. That is why you are so quick to be judgmental when it comes to some of the confessions that you read of people that are earning a living different from the traditional way of earning money, going to work. There are people like us who know that there can be shortcuts in life. There are people that know that you can hack life and you can enjoy your own life. So as we are speaking right now, I am a man who has great wealth. I am a man who has made money, and amongst all the cars that I have, my Ford Mustang is the one that I love with all of my heart. This is a man's car. A car that you can enjoy, a car that shows and reveals your wealth. So when I started doing these rituals, to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn about what most of you people will ever say, will ever think, because I made me. I made myself to be what I am. It is because of my struggles, of my hustles, of my hustling skills. I used to work in the government, and then there was a time when we made a deal. Unfortunately, that deal got me fired. My mother, she cried when I called her that I had been fired, because my mom knew that I came from a very poor background. We had no support whatsoever, and I was the only one who had been able to conquer this spirit of poverty that seemed to be following our family for a very long time. And it was even a shock to me, because I did not want to be part of that deal. But unfortunately, one of my friend convinced me and told me that I was supposed to be part of this deal, for it was worth a lot of money. Unfortunately, it was more like a trap. Me and my friend, we then got caught whilst we were in the middle of that deal. And after we had been caught, we were fired. I returned back to the streets and I started hustling and to look for a job. Like the first time, if you have never been hired, it is easy for you to get a job. But as soon as you get a job and then you waste that opportunity, you get fired, then you need to know that it will be very difficult for you to get another job. So what I did when I returned back to the streets, at the same time I was pushing this other hustle, and then at the same time I was also busy trying to find other means to get employed again. I would go and drop some CVs wherever I wanted to get hired. But then I was told that it was going to be very difficult for me to get hired, for there was one amongst my own relatives who was using all of these charms to make sure that I can never get hired again. I said, so what am I supposed to do, Brother Nashey? That was when that healer promised me great wealth and told me that the very moment that I was going to do all of these rituals, that was the moment that I would make a lot of money. At first, I did not even believe that it was going to happen to me. Each and every time when I would go to that Sangoma's place, I would always see that there were people there, people that seemed to have money, people that were making it big in life. And then I made that final sacrifice. There was this very beautiful girl that I was dating. May her soul rest in peace. So this girl, when I was dating her, it was because she had an abusive boyfriend. So she would come to me offering me comfort, and I would offer her comfort as well. It was a win-win situation. Like that girl, she was the most beautiful woman that I had ever seen in my entire life, and I chose to break her heart. Not just to break her heart, but what I did was that I ended up sacrificing her. Me and her, we spoke. So as for this girl, she really wanted to give me a child, because she knew that with the work that I used to do, if I would get a job, I was going to make a lot of money. So what I did was that I then spoke with that Sangoma and they said, how about I bring this girl to you? Then you lie to her that these are the charms that are going to make her to fall pregnant for me as quickly as possible. Well, that was beautiful because this girl was more than happy. She was then given almost 500 grams that was full of powdered charms, and she was told that she had to drink this on a daily basis until they were finished. Little did she know that these charms, after she would have mixed with water and drank them, these charms, they would be sticking in her intestines and they would end up blocking her intestines, leading to her death. That is how she passed away. May her soul rest in peace. She was the woman who gave me this money that I am. Even right now, this woman, she works for me as a tokoloshi. She gives me this money. And when I started making a lot of money, I was told that I needed to assist her family to do a tombstone unveiling at her grave. So as someone who was known by the community that we used to be in love, I went to her mother crying, and they said that I used to have dreams about her, and she would tell me to ask for her permission so that I can help them to buy a tombstone. She came from a very poor family. They were so happy when I heard that I was willing to assist them, but they did not know that this was part of the rituals that I had to perform so as to keep her spirit happy. And then I bought the most expensive coffin. I even wanted to build a house around her grave if I could, but I saw that it was going to be very suspicious. I just bought a very expensive tombstone at the place where I went and I bought that tombstone. What I did was not nice because they faked an invoice. They gave me the original invoice of the tombstone. Then they wrote another invoice in which they gave to the family as if I was someone that was just struggling. But the relatives of my late girlfriend did not even know that the tombstone was very, very expensive, Brother Nashey. I even had some granite that had to be shipped from Italy that was used to make this tombstone of my girlfriend. Regularly, even right now, I do go to her grave to leave some very expensive flowers here and there, for this is what I have to continuously do to enjoy the life that I am living. My brother, people, they can only blame us people that make quick money from the distance, but if you were to come into my company, you will see that life is great and money is good. When you have money, anything is possible. I swear to you by God. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Yo.